Rumplestiltskin.
Once upon a time there was a man who owned a mill. All day long he worked at the big stone wheel, grinding wheat into flour for baking bread.
The miller was poor as a church mouse and dreamed of a brilliant future for his beautiful daughter. One morning the king's carriage passed by the village in a grand procession. The miller began to boast and brag about his daughter and said,
"My daughter is not only beautiful and can touch it right, but she can spin straw into gold."
Now the king was very, very fond of gold, so he ordered his carriage to stop and said,
"Straw into gold? Why, if what you say is true, I'll marry your daughter and make her my queen."
Now the foolish miller continued to tell his tale. And the very next day he took his daughter to the king's castle. As soon as they arrived, the king said,
"Here is a wheel full of straw and a spinning wheel. You must spin this straw into gold by morning, or I shall have your head."
And with that he locked the door behind him and left the miller's daughter all alone. Of course, this beautiful girl had no idea how to spin straw into gold. She looked at the room full of straw and began to cry. Just then the door opened and a strange young man popped into the room.
"Why are you crying, my dear?"
"I must spin this straw into gold."
"Why, that is a lie."
"Do not tease me. I cannot spin straw into gold. It is impossible."
"Impossible for you, but not for me."
I shall have you give me a bright piece of straw to go for you.
"I shall give you my necklace if you promise to help me."
The little man took the necklace and sat at the spinning wheel. In no time at all, the room was filled with gold.
The next morning when the king opened the door, he was overjoyed, but he was also greedy. He filled an even larger room with straw and demanded the miller's daughter to spin the straw into gold.
Once again she began to cry, and once again the strange woman appeared and offered to spin the straw into gold. For a price, of course.
"I shall give you my ring if you promise to help me."
The little man took the ring and began to spin straw into gold. When the king opened the door the next morning, he gasped in delight.
He put the miller's daughter into a huge room filled with straw and demanded that she spin straw into gold.
Once again she began to cry, and once again the strange-looking man appeared and offered to spin the straw into gold.
For a price, of course.
"I have nothing left to give you. I already gave you my necklace and my ring."
"And promise me for your poor child."
"I could never promise such a thing."
"Very well, it's your choice. I will not help you."
Now what choice did the miller's daughter have? She agreed to give the strange little man her firstborn child, so the strange little man spun the straw into gold, and when the king opened the door the next time, he was overjoyed. He married the miller's daughter in a joyous celebration. Time passed and the new queen forgot all about her promise to the strange little man. When she gave birth to a beautiful child, the strange little man appeared and said,
"A promise is a promise. I have time for the child."
"Please do not take my child. I shall give you any treasure in the kingdom."
"A promise is a promise. You must give me the child."
The queen began to sob. She cried so hard the little man felt sorry for her and said,
"I'll give you 3 days if we can get my name. That time you can keep your child."
The queen thought and thought. She could not sleep, and the little man returned on the third day. He said,
"Well, my queen, what's my name?"
"Is it Michael? Is it Matthew? Could it be Devin?
Ha, ha, ha. You will never get my name.
Could it be Golden Nose? Could it be Dumpling Bottle?"
No, no, no. I should give you 1 more day to get my name."
Now the queen thought and thought. She held her beautiful baby and began to cry. Just then the king walked in and said,
Why, my darling, why are you weeping so?
Oh, I think my sister changed in the weather, my dear. The queen could not bear to tell her husband the real reason for her tears. The king did not like to see his wife so sad and miserable, so he decided to tell her a story to cheer her up.
This morning, as I read through the forest, I saw a strange little man dancing about and singing a funny little tune. He sang,
My name is Rumplestiltskin, that's my name. Yes, that's my name, and no one shall never win my game.
The queen was overjoyed with her husband's words. When the strange little man appeared the next day, she said,
Is your name Kevin? Is your name Adam? Is your name Twinkletoes?
Ha ha ha, no.
Then is your name Rumplestiltskin?
I didn't know. It's impossible.
Why, nothing is impossible, little man.
and with that little man grew so angry he stomped his feet as hard as he could. He sank right into the floor and disappeared and was never seen again.
And the king and the queen lived happily ever after.